At North of Bourbon, they are blending Bourbon Country with Bourbon Street right here in the Louisville area, giving customers a unique Southern experience in Louisville's Germantown neighborhood. Joining us today in the Charlie Wilson KitchenAid kitchen is head bartender Angelica Soak and co-owner Daniel Holyfield. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Get it out of the way right now because I got to tell you, I love your restaurant. If you haven't been, it is just one of those you've got to check out because it is so uniquely different and you feel like you've been there forever.
Yeah, it's a fun spot.
Compliments to you.
For sure.
1 year anniversary?
Wow.
Already?
Yeah, what a year. I mean, we're so thankful for all the support, the Germantown neighborhood, the city of Louisville. It's just been great. Best new restaurant, the Leo Awards. So we're just thankful for all the support through the city.
Roll.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love it that you're constantly coming up with these new things. You know, Angelica, you're going to be showing off some drinks here in just a little bit. But the biggest change that people are going to see is different menu items seasonally and kind of this late night menu.
Correct.
Wonderful idea.
For sure. It's a lot of work because as soon as we get the winter menu out, we start planning for the spring and year-round work, but it's important to us to keep everything fresh, cocktails, food, so
you keep everybody talking.
For sure.
You brought some items here today.
Yes, ma'am.
That are a sample of the late night menu,
the late
right?
night, for sure, absolutely. Got salt and vinegar pork rinds.
Salt and vinegar.
Yeah, so good. Smoked fish dip and a pimento beer cheese. It's Blue Dog bread and Blue Dog crackers.
We have the camera on it right now, so we have the salt and vinegar.
The pork rinds, yes, ma'am.
And
the
this?
Fish dip here, smoked fish dip, Kentucky catfish. We smoke in-house.
Smoked catfish dip.
Yes, ma'am,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay.
And then a little pimento beer cheese with some Louisiana beer in there and pepper jelly on top.
You could just do pimento with anything.
For sure.
Right? And so I
Absolutely.
love, again, you kind of see the theme here. It's that little bit of, you know, New Orleans, Bourbon Street meets kind of the classics of what we have here in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Angelica, I know you're kind of doing that with the drink menu too,
Yes.
right? Like, what do you
Yes,
have on tap
definitely.
for the winter menu?
So we've added a couple of new cocktails on. So we added a banana old fashioned. So it's called Let's Go Bananas.
Yeah.
Kind of wanted to riff on like a bananas Foster. So get that deep like caramelization minus not so much of the sweetness.
Yeah.
So it's featuring some banana infused, one of our barrel picks actually, a house-made banana syrup and some bitters. And then we have one that we're calling Lost on Charters. Because some of us got lost on charters.
Happens. That happens at 1 a.m.
For sure.
Speaking just for a friend, that's all. Do you want to make one for us right now and show us what you put in it? Because I feel like I love watching bartenders do this because it is kind of your art, your craft, because you do it totally different every single time.
No, it is. And I have a specific way that I go about everything.
That's why we had to switch sides.
Yeah.
I got to get your right elbow going, right?
So I'll go ahead and make the Let's Go Bananas.
Let's Go
So it's just a little bit of black walnut bitters.
Okay.
Okay. And then the house-made syrup. Oh, wrong side.
Is that a simple syrup? Or?
Yes. So it's like a banana. So I do like a banana water infusion with a little bit of demerara. Yeah. So kind of for that deep richness instead of just like a regular refined sugar.
What you got?
This is our smooth Ambler pick that I have infused with bananas.
Sam said you could leave that if you sat on the floor directors.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's coming home with me
If you need to leave
after.
an extra one, I asked for you. I asked this time. He said that's how you get invited back.
That's right.
Exactly.
Every week.
That's right.
Let's get this ice cube out.
Oh my goodness. How did you get your influence from New Orleans and Bourbon Street and everything? I didn't know if you had like roots down there
Yeah,
that you
I grew up
decided
in
to.
deep South Mississippi, and my wife, Columbia, Mississippi.
Okay.
Hattiesburg, Columbia area.
Yes.
So all my
Big
mom's
college
family.
towns.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So all that, me and my wife vacation in New Orleans for 20 years now. We just love the city, and it all comes from that.
Love it. All right, here. Ooh, you've already mixed it up and everything.
yeah.
Yes.
Very
Very good.
Okay, so
What did you do with the ice cube? Did you put a
Yeah, so we get our ice from Kentucky Straight Ice, and we actually have our own logo. So
own logo on there?
anytime you do that, you'll get a cute little stamped ice cube. We'll dip this in a
Top
little
it.
bit of vanilla sugar.
Vanilla sugar.
Yes, and then
You
we're gonna
put
torch
every
that.
single touch on this, and then
We
I hope
do.
people can see. I love what you did with the ice cube there, right?
So just get a nice brulee on that. You know, you have to kind of touch on that for the bananas Foster's aspect.
I do have to brag on your dessert menu as well.
Yeah.
So
The
good.
collard, the cheesecake. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
And look at that.
Here we
Beautiful.
go.
Nice job.
So there's
Look at
that one.
Cheers.
Do you want to try?
Let's see if we can like get the shot above.
Yeah.
Let's see that if Dan could get that because that is, look at that, beautiful with all that. Awesome.
it.
Very
All
nice
right.
and easy.
And
Very
next one, we have time for one more.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you wanna, like, go
so
ahead and
this
do
one
that.
is Lost on Charter. So this is
Lost
a
on
creation
Charter
of one of
Street.
our other bartenders, M. Cute story. We were all in New Orleans when we were closed down for the first week after our anniversary, and she's like, "I want to call it chartreuse on chartreuse." I was like, "You know it's charters."
You know
She's
it's
like,
charters.
She's like, "What?" I was like, "It's like theater, like the R before the E." So yeah. So this is one of her concoctions. So good. It's kind of a play on a white Manhattan.
Okay.
So a couple dashes of orange bitters and
Isn't
walnut
half the fun
bitters.
process coming up with the name of the drink?
It really
It
is.
is.
And
It
that's
really
what
is.
we'll choose.
This one has a good play on words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're part of that process. Do you get to try everything too?
Of course.
We tried them like
It's
5
mandatory.
times.
Mandatory.
Yeah.
Of course, of course. All right, I'm dying to try. Can I go ahead and try some
No,
of this here?
absolutely.
Try the pimento cheese.
Try it all.
Colleen's here too. Colleen, do you want something? Sure. Come on over. Come on. We're mixing up another drink for you.
Exactly.
Right.
There's enough
This
for
is
everyone.
the pimento cheese.
Okay.
Yep. Pimento cheese.
Can't go wrong
and
with
this
pimento
is the
cheese.
Smoked fish dip.
smoked fish dip.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
I
sure.
love
This
a
is
good
keto
smoked
friendly.
fish dip. I will go
This
for
is
the smoked
diet.
dip. Have you tried the smoked fish dip?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
the
we-
pimento cheese is
Just
just, I can just run away with the whole jar.
It's got a nice bite to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
you're good.
You're good.
has a little bit of spice.
Oh, Daniel, I want to make sure people know about like hours and where to go and if you need to make
For sure.
reservations and
Yeah.
days that you're open really late.
Right. Reservations are recommended, especially on the
Okay.
weekends. 11:30 to midnight during the week. Friday and Saturday is 11:30 to 1. And then Sunday is brunch from 10:30 to 2:30.
Excellent.
This is phenomenal
Right?
smoked fish dip, and I'm from the coast in
Okay,
Florida,
so you know fish dip.
So yeah, I can be a critic,
Thank
but
you
that
so
that
much,
is some
yeah.
that's some really good
Colleen's
fresh
approval
fish.
right there, right?
I am a little bit.
Angelica, that's beautiful.
These
I'm
little
sorry, I didn't mean to
pieces.
mess up
No,
the
no,
flow.
these-
I did.
They're
That's
just
beautiful. It's
What
all
is
about the
that?
presentation for me. I just love that stuff.
Okay, fellas.
Looks,
Right,
is it
it's going
supposed to
in today.
balance
It's
on the edge
going
there?
in, yes, but it's okay.
Is that like
So they-
candied?
Yes, it is a house-made candied brittle. Again, it went in.
It just wants to go in today.
Yeah,
It's fine.
so we actually have that specially made for us by another bartender who works over at Bar 8.
I love it. Love everything. Angelica, thank you so much. Daniel, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much for coming and eating with me.
Hey,
You're
you
here.
know,
Why not? Hey, to make reservations, try out their new menu, try out the drinks, just head on over to northofbourbon.com. We're coming right back.